Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is Deep Voice E-Boy here. Yes, I know my voice isn't the deepest, but I'm Deep Voice E-Boy because I'm hella deep in your mom. That being said, welcome to a new Seduce Me video. I once again forgot to record my intro, but we're picking up where we left off. Please enjoy the video. Things heat up this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy, like, subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment. Okay, bye.
She showed up to school.
Cold. It was really
Don't
cold.
say that.
The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by rolling thunder, now and then. The skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella. Not that I was looking up, in fact, looking up was the opposite of what I wanted to do. I stared at the grass beneath my feet, unable to look up at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damp grass underneath my feet. Only the monotone eulogies that floated through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral. It was only then, when the speeches ended, that I finally was able to raise my head. A small gathering of people, mostly made up of relatives that I didn't know were related to me, were huddled around a small, simple grave. For a while. Boo-hoo! Tell someone that cares. Where are the boys? Where are the sexy
Stop
people?
sorry.
For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops on umbrellas.
Oh, sorry. Go.
If it weren't raining, everything would probably be in a heavy silence. I looked beside me where my father was standing and holding up a large black umbrella for our small family of 3. His face was emotionless, a strange sight next to my weeping mother. I wondered what was going through his mind. After all, etched into the smooth gray tombstone before us was his father's name. My grandfather, the one who raised me like his own daughter, had passed away that day. The ceremony was small. Only close family were allowed to come. Slowly, though, people began to leave, leaving my father, mother, and me behind at the grave. A man dressed in a clean black suit under the uniform black umbrella of the funeral attendees walked towards us, introducing himself as grandfather's lawyer. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase and began to read aloud its contents. And now I shall read Harold Anderson's last will and testament. Only my parents and I were allowed to be. Oh! Me when I skip ahead a billion.
It's getting boring. Bitch, your dad died. Womp womp.
Bruh, that's not even her dad, that's just her, like, grandfather. Like, who cares? I'm sorry, but, like, show me the hot people.
Literally. Are the parents hot?
Actually, yeah. Only my parents and I were allowed to be present for my grandfather's will. It was under the strict request of his lawyer, and there was a reason why. And to my dearest granddaughter, I leave my estate. All of the furniture and the core that resides within the house shall be given to my granddaughter. Uh-oh. This is kind of quirky. I couldn't believe my ears. I had earned my family estate at 18. That was impossible, and yet it was written in my own grandfather's hand. This is her dad. He wants to be daddy.
Oh,
Do you want to be daddy, Ori?
yes.
Alright.
Say to her. Why am I not surprised?
Because you're a bitch. This is her mom. Go ahead,
Oh my
Liam.
God, wait, I'll be mama. Dear.
What will become of the CEO and chairman position of the Anderson Toys Company? Toys Company!
Guys? That's kind of sus.
That's kind of sus.
No, it's presumed that the vice chairman will succeed the position.
Heh, even to the bitter end, wouldn't give in. What a stubborn old man.
Shaking his head, my father turned to face my mother with a serious expression on his face.
About the estate, should we send her there to get used to the building? It'll be a good place for her to live after high school.
Are you sure we should?
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
Honey, what do you think?
I wasn't really sure what to say. Why did my grandfather think I was the appropriate heir to the mansion? Was I even ready to live on my own? Oh.
Well, that seems to be it. We'll be taking our leave now. I'm sure the little hair whatever that is needs some time to adjust.
Why is he so pissed?
No, literally.
He's actually so pressed.
He's jelly.
He's
So
muy
jelly.
celoso.
Literally. Veda.
Bruh. He's bullying an
Bruh.
18-year-old. Be so for real.
And his own kid.
For real, what a bully.
Oh god.
Even though
Don't
she raised
bully.
her voice, my dad wordlessly began walking back to the car, disinterested.
Don't mind him, honey. I think your grandfather's passing really affected him. Why don't we get back home for now?
You can go on ahead to the car, Mom. I think I need some time alone with Grandpa.
Oh, of course. Take all the time you need. Why'd you give it to me? Why?
What does it mean?
Why me?
She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. I looked around the funeral grounds, which was completely empty, save for the stolen-looking grave that was laid in front of me. I'm sure that if Grandpa were in charge of arranging all of this, it would have been much different. It's blatantly obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event. Who else would bury their own family the same day they'd pass away? Everyone knew my grandfather's love for toys, and yet the grave was a mere stone slab on the ground, void of any children's toys. My dad didn't even bother putting flowers. His disdain for my grandfather was almost pitiful. Sorry, Grandpa. I tried to force out some words, but the only thing that came out was a choke sob. You told me to stay strong, but right now, I'm the farthest from it. Like that one time, a long time ago. Oh, boo-hoo. I don't care about any of this flashback.
Literally.
Oh my god.
Who wants
Oh
to be
my
Grandpa?
god.
Grandpa!
I'll be grandpa. Oh,
Yay.
it's so good to see you again. Do I have that smoker voice?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I was slipped into a giant bear hug, and we both laughed as he swung me around like an airplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather, the way he graded me, unlike my father. My grandfather was a loving and playful man even after I grew older. Sorry that Daddy couldn't be here today. He said that he wasn't feeling too good again.
Daddy was fucking the neighbor.
He was fucking the mailman. It had always been like that. Dad missed every visit to Grandpa's house, citing that he was busy with work or wasn't feeling well.
Daddy issues.
For
Is
real.
that so? Well, that's okay. Daddy can come around next time.
He's gonna what around?
I need you. I'm not. I took my pills this morning.
Cap, stop the cap. Yeah, so what are we doing today, Grandpa? Mommy says that there's a new dessert cafe open in town. Maybe we should go.
Oh, I would love to, but I've been so busy with the family business
Grandpa,
where I
you sound like
can't
you have a
remember
frog
this
in your
weekend.
throat.
Would you like to see?
What kind of toy?
It's not that anymore.
Yes! Oh, is it a toy?
And it is. I was deciding a new line of but I feel like something missing. You don't think you could help me out, could you?
Of course! He placed the toy in my hands with a smile, and I inspected it carefully. It was beautifully crafted, and a lot of work was obviously put into it. There was one thing, though. Oh!
So, what do you think?
I think the harmless chest should light up when you hug it. It'll be like, it's alive! It can be like a little nightlight before you sleep.
Hushy uncle.
He stroked his chin, considering my input while nodding his head. After a few moments of silent deliberation, he turned to me with a chuckle.
That's a great idea. I'll get to chanting it more right away. I can't remember how I'm doing his voice. You're always that lucky little charm dear. You always know what to add to make the perfect toy.
Grandpa, I feel like you're grooming me. Um, well, I hope I can be like you one day, Grandpa.
You want to make toys as well?
Well, making people happy is the best feeling in the world. I don't know if I want to make toys when I grow up, though.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty side. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
That makes sense. Daddy doesn't think of it the same way, though.
father. I'm sure that he wants the best for you.
I'm not too sure about that.
I can't
I
remember how I'm doing his voice.
I think the dementia's catching up with you.
Sweetie, look at me.
He bent down to look at me, eye level. What the Sigma? With a serious look on his face.
As much as your father may say something that doesn't make sense now, you must remember, he's always thinking about
Yo,
you.
what?
He
Why?
loves you. There's no doubt about that. And you need to love him just as equally.
I don't hate Daddy. I really do love him. I don't know why he's like that though.
Your father and I have had some difficulties with each other in the past, but it's nothing you should be concerned about.
I had heard tidbits from my mother and various other people. The only people who had stayed quiet were my father and grandfather. Both of them refrained from saying a word on the subject matter, but it was clear that whatever happened between them set up a wall. It's hard though, trying to
Why?
pretend like nothing's wrong. Bruh.
However, no matter what, you stay strong. You're big. You're mature for your age already. So,
What?
on the day when it seems like it's you against the world, but always remember that your family and friends will be here for you.
Mhm.
Daddy, mommy, your friends at school, me, will stand together to get through it.
Wow, it's the power of friendship, guys. How can you be so sure of that?
Because we'll be right here. And
What? Where's the other ear? Oh, I see. He pointed his finger to my
he
head
pointed
first,
his finger
and
to.
then he pointed it at my chest.
So stay strong. Promise.
For a moment, he looked almost sad, pleading. But as quickly as it had come, the expression disappeared from his face, and he was all smiles once again. I promise. Upon hearing that, Grandpa let out a great burst of laughter and
Ha
stood
ha
up.
ha ha.
What is that?
Alright then. Enough of that. How about I whip you up?
What? Yo, what?
Some special homemade dessert. I
That
know I
was a
can't
really
give
weird
you every time
pause,
we get home.
Grandpa.
We she can turk and eat while I can do some paperwork.
Wait, homemade dessert. I'll race you to the kitchen.
Hey, slow down there. I'm not what I used to be. Oh, 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 oh.
You will meet the very home I love to see you in. Why? Why would you think I'd be ready to take it? Yo, what?
I'm
Especially after this.
sorry.
Oh, she's ready to take it.
Uh,
By the end of this, she will be.
oh my
Oh.
god.
A surge of anger bubbled within me, but I quickly swallowed it. There was no use in getting mad, especially when the person in question was no longer there. I'm sorry, it's hard to stay calm when you've left me with so many questions, especially about what happened between you and Dad. What am I doing? Talking to a grave? My vision blurred and I suddenly realized that I was crying. My face heated up as the tears rolled down my cheeks. I'll bring you some flowers later. I I miss you, Grandpa. I'll try my best to fulfill my promise I gave to you, even if the world might be turned against me. I left the grave, wiping my tears hastily so my parents wouldn't see. Bruh, cry me a river.
Literally.
No, I'm just kidding, guys. Chat, it's fake. That's sad. Loss is hard.
I'll cook you your favorite lasagna when we get home, okay?
Thanks, Mom. However, my dad didn't speak the entire drive home. I wanted to talk to him, but after his moment at the funeral, I wasn't so sure it was a good idea. I'll do him. Oh, I'll do him, alright. It's about time we took off those dreary black clothes. Gathering my courage, I decided that it was time to talk. Dad, could I ask you something? Go ahead. Do you want to be him?
Yeah, I've been him.
Oh, I didn't know that. You right. You right. Why do you want me to move to the estate so soon?
I thought I made that rather clear. The college of your grandfather's house is well known for its business program. You are
Whoa.
planning to major in business, yes?
Um. Ew, ew, ew.
Right after you graduate from high school, you'll live there and can just easily commute to and from school. It's a perfect fit for you.
But it's so sudden. You just decided so quickly right after the funeral.
Don't be sensitive.
Back
I'm the
still care
widower.
about your
Don't
feelings.
you trust?
I'm just saying that maybe we should talk a bit more about my future. In reply, my father rubbed his temples and sighed quietly. You're about to love
What?
this part that's coming up soon.
After you graduate from college, you work at Anderson Family's Toys. I have connection. Oh, since I'm part of the board of directors, so you will be guaranteed a spot. This is what we talked about before. Yes.
But what if...
Stop.
Whoa. For real, he just turned into the Hulk. He's Thanos. But what if I don't want to work there?
Family company. Our company. And I'm not just gonna hand it over to some incompetent vice chairman.
He came closer to me and his face
Oh,
softened. Whoa.
look, this is all for the best, okay? You may not know it right now, but you'll appreciate it later.
For some reason, when I heard him say that, something snapped in me. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but it made me feel so angry. Do you even care that grandfather passed away?
Nah,
Well, everything seems fine and dandy to you. Things couldn't be better.
excuse me? I don't like your tone, young lady. Daddy's gonna
It's like
have to
nothing even
excuse
happened at all. Whoa. Like you just ignored the fact that he's no longer here.
not Razor.
Yo. What did he ever do to you to deserve this? My father, his face hardened, crossed his arms, and erupted in angry laughter. And erupted in angry laughter. And erupted into angry
Oh,
laughter.
do I have to do it?
Yes!
Sure, you place him upon a pedestal, like he's some kind of venerated god or something. It makes me sick.
Why is he such an a-hole? Is that it? You're happy seeing grandfather dead? While everyone was grieving, you were holding yourself back from laughing in everyone's faces? Did you feel just a bit happier seeing him lying in the graveyard? A flash of rage crossed his face and he whipped the back of his hand across my cheek.
Anything! Shut your mouth like a bitch! Somehow you know everything that went on. You're just a little girl that doesn't know how to keep her mouth
You literally were
shut.
just like, and then I hit her and I was like, wait, but you do though.
You did not know my father. You did not know what he's capable of. Is everything alright? What happened?
Nothing. I'm not hungry. I think I'll just go upstairs. I quickly turned and ran up the stairs to my room, slamming the door behind me. My breath came in short, hot pants, and for a while I leaned against the door to my
Oh,
bedroom, eventually sliding down and to sit against it. How did things become like this? My cheek still throbbed where my father hit me. It really hurt, and it was hard. And I tentatively
it was
stood up.
what?
It was so hard, it was like I was slapboxing Floyd Mayweather. And I tentatively stood up and looked in the mirror to see how it looked. Hopefully it doesn't bruise. Huh, what am I saying? Tears formed in the corner of my eyes, but I blinked them back rapidly. I couldn't cry for the second time today. I had to be stronger than that. 'Cause big girls don't cry.
My god.
Are you? Oh, that's you.
Are you alright? Your father's still be happened, but you know your pop.
I'm fine. I just lost my appetite.
The lasagna is done, though, and I don't want you skipping any meals. You big back bitch.
Yeah, yeah, are you sure you should be eating any meals at all? Yeah, don't worry about me, Mom. I'll come downstairs later to eat.
You're not telling me the whole story.
I just don't want to eat right now. That's uncharacteristic for her.
Literally. Please, dear, tell me what's going on. You tell me why you're being like this.
I wanted to tell her. A part of me was screaming to tell her what Dad had done, but at the same time, I knew she couldn't fix anything. Besides, I was moving out regardless. I remained silent, letting the event remain in the past.
Well, now we just have the table if you want to eat it later.
Finally, my mom left me alone, bruh. It was strange to think that she was only a few inches from me, only separated by a single wooden door. I really didn't know what to do. I needed to do something, anything to get my mind off of what just happened. Anything would be better than thinking anymore about the pain still radiating from my cheek. I was going to move into my grandfather's house tomorrow. I should probably pack my stuff so I would be prepared. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should start packing, I say aloud to no one. I opened the closet, rummaging around for a while before I finally found two large bags, pulling them out onto the floor of my room. I then began to empty my drawers and cabinets so that I would bring all my things with me. I didn't have much to bring, other than just my clothes that are the size of leaves because I'm short and petite, and some toiletries. It was kind of bizarre that I didn't have many personal
It's me
belongings.
eating a grape.
I'm, well, I'm full. I just smelled it and I'm full. Bruh, she's talking about I have nothing. I have no things because I'm so frugal and petite and I'm like no other girl like because I don't care about money. And I'm like, you're literally a rich girl. Peace out for real. It wasn't like my luggage was completely devoid of them, but I certainly didn't have many things in my room that I would miss if I just suddenly left the house. I shook my head to get rid of those thoughts. If it were going to be my new home, it would have to feel like it. One way or another, I was going to make it a home. Just as I was packing my things, my cell phone began ringing and vibrating in my pocket. Bro, what is this ringtone? I slid my phone out of my pocket and answered it while
Oh,
slowly easing myself onto my
oh.
bed. Who could possibly be calling?
Do you want me to be Suzu?
Go for it. I'll be
Hey,
Naomi.
Anderson.
Wait, actually, I'll be Suzu. You be Naomi. Hey, Anderson, you there?
Is everything all right? We were worried about you, so we decided to call. Hello.
I'm really glad you guys called. My voice managed to come out, although it was only a whisper.
What happened? Are you
Well, I slowly began telling them about the funeral that afternoon. A small silence followed when I was done recounting what happened, and to my relief, Naomi finally spoke up.
okay? I can't begin to imagine how you're feeling right now. Do you want us to come over right now?
No, it's okay. My dad isn't in a good mood, so could we just keep talking on the phone like this?
Mom, your parents like that. Old people die almost every day,
For
bro.
real.
Of course, we stay on the phone till the crack of dawn. Right, Suzu?
Yeah, we're always here when you need us. After all, we wouldn't be the awesome triple threat trio without you, right?
Oh,
Ha
what?
ha. Yeah, that was really cringy though.
Triple Threat 3. That sounds like the name of a game.
Well, she is Italian, so.
Let's make it one.
Yeah, I mean, we're all taking on the world together. We've got to
Oh,
sound somewhat scary, or no one's gonna take us seriously.
what's with you and naming?
You've got to step up your game, Naomi. Falling behind the cool kids like Anderson and me.
I'm gonna touch you.
Whoa, that's not.
I'd say you have to step up your game.
We chatted freely about all sorts of things. Very soon I'd forgotten all about the events that day and was engaged in a conversation about Naomi's favorite TV show. Some program called Herlock. Bruh, be so for real. Sherlock reference. We all agreed that the actor playing the titular character certainly had a very distinctive look about him, with that long overcoat and scarf wrapped around his neck. We had many disagreements about who we thought was the coolest character. Ah ha ha, yeah. He has really high cheekbones and his eyes are pretty. Though I have to say I prefer Jatson. And as a bonus, his actor is just so sassy. I looked at the clock hanging on the wall and realized how late it was. Whoa, it's already 1 a.m.? Bro, be so for real. That's rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers.
Sorry for keeping you guys up so late. I think I'm gonna hit the hay for tonight. See you guys at school tomorrow. I should probably shower and go to bed. Can't believe I stayed up this late just to talk to my friends. But it was really nice. Well, to the bathroom I go!
Oh.
I took a relaxing shower without you. Nothing beat hot water and the feeling of being clean. After drying myself, I promptly dressed in my pajamas and crawled into bed. A nice hot shower after a long day. I'm so glad to finally be in bed. It had been a really long day. I knew that I was wishing for something to change back in class, but I certainly wasn't expecting any of the things that happened today. And I have to go back to school tomorrow. Ugh. I curled up on my side and tightly wrapped the blankets around me. I really wasn't in the mood to be returning to school, but my dad probably would make me go for the sake of it. Time to go to sleep. I reached out to the lamp on my nightstand to turn out the lights. However, my mind was so lost in the passing of my grandfather and the thought of inheriting something so big that it haunted my mind the entire night until the next morning.